Hello everyone, Mrs. O'Brien here. Today we're just really quickly going to go over what our assignments are as well as some additional login instructions so that you can complete the work that's listed in the OHS. So when you look on your class plan for today, you're going to see you have two assignments. The first is the Unit 1 Reader, and that's going to be located in our online high school. And the second is a pre-assessment, and that one's going to be located in Go Formative. I wanted to talk briefly about the purpose and the reasoning behind these readers. So these readers do not take the place of your textbook. All right, yes, you still have to read the textbook, but at the very beginning of every unit, you're going to be assigned a reader. And the reader you can think of as kind of the short and sweet version. And you read it at the beginning of the unit so you can start to familiarize yourself with some of these ideas, people, events, because if you read about them and then the next time you hear it, it's going to sound more familiar. And then the time after that when you hear it, it's going to sound more familiar. So by starting every unit out with these short little readers, it gives you a preview of what's to come in the unit. It's also a great reference to look back at because, again, it's short and sweet. So let's say it brings up something about the colonies and maybe you just need to refresh your mind real quick. You can come to the reader real quick, look over what it says, and quickly use it as a reference. Of course, you always have your textbook. Once again, you still have to read your textbook, but I'd like everyone to take the time to read over and look over these readers at the beginning of every unit. Remember, I can see your progress, so I will know if you open it for 30 seconds or if you open it for 5 minutes to read it. So you absolutely have to read it. The second thing you need to do today is take that pre-assessment, and we use Go Formative for the pre-assessment. We don't use Go Formative in this class as much as you probably do in other classes, but we still do use it. So you still need to sign up for our class code or our class using the class code. So once you are in your Go Formative account, and all of you should already have been able to log in, use your school email address, but at the top right hand corner it says join a class or assignment. This is what you're going to click on and put in that class code. From there, it's pretty simple. You just follow the different prompts that are on the screen. So the first thing it's going to ask you is to enter that class code, which again, here it is. Then you'll click Join Mrs. O'Brien's class, and then you'll see whatever assignment is due that day. So for you guys, it's American History 1 Pre-Assessment. Now, you're probably thinking, Mrs. O'Brien, I don't know any of this information. I haven't taken the class yet. And that's okay. That's why it's called a pre-assessment. I just want to see where you're at right now. Some of you might remember all kinds of things from American history back in 8th grade when you took it. Some of you might not, and that's okay. I do not expect anyone to know everything that's on this pre-assessment, but I do ask that you try your best. Look at it. Look at the answers, try to pick the best answer, and do your best to get the best grade you possibly can on this pre-assessment, please. Finally, I wanted to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our first normal class connect where you're going to have a starter, you're going to have a code word, you're going to have an exit ticket, you're going to take notes. So the biggest thing I wanted to remind you is that piece about taking notes. You're not just watching the recording, you're actively participating in the recording, and the way you actively participate in a recording is by taking notes. So when you click on Class Connect Notes, Unit 1, Week 2, okay, you will see that there is a link. This link will take you to the document. Remember, I said I have the template that you fill in. So your class notes are not just you scribbling something down or you just typing something up. You do need to follow my template. If you turn in something that's not on my template, I'm going to ask you to go back and put it on the right template. So you need to make sure you are using this link to get the right document. Okay, you're going to make, this is going to be your document for all of Unit 1, so you'll keep adding to it. And this we're going to turn in next Friday, August 23rd. So I know it says week 2. Tomorrow being Friday, we're going to do one quick recording, and then you'll put it with all of next week's recording and then turn it in at the end of next week. So what you turn in next week will have everything from 8:16 through 8:23. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. If you have questions, please email me. Otherwise, I look forward to tomorrow's recording and jumping into American history with you. Thanks.